Okay, Pops.
Are we back?
We are back. We are
Okay.
going to do
Yeah.
3 common things you're going to hear from a salesperson.
Yes.
And you're going to walk us through how to respond to them.
Okay.
So we'll do a little reverse role play type of situation.
Okay.
You used to be the salesperson. I'll be the salesperson.
Okay.
JoinYA.com. Take a look at that down below as well. We'll probably have a discussion on the community about this going too. The first thing
Yes.
that you used to train your salespeople on to ask customers was...
Yes. Well, most salespeople are going to ask you, where do you want your monthly payment to be?
So, yeah.
I used to train my salespeople to say, what have you budgeted for your car?
So let's give it a go.
Okay. So go ahead. Ask me.
Oh my God, the pressure. Being you is so hard.
It is.
All right, Pops.
Yeah.
What have you budgeted for your monthly payment to be?
It doesn't matter what I've budgeted for the monthly payment. First, we need to establish whether I like the car enough to want to buy it. So I would need to drive it. Okay. And second, we need to establish what the selling price is going to be, what the out-the-door number is going to be, so that we can then determine whether or not I want to move forward. And once I've made that determination, then we can start getting involved in the interest rates and monthly payments and things of that nature.
Okay, I'm taking notes on the fly
Yeah.
in case it wasn't clear.
Okay.
So, first thing you did
Yeah.
was you deflected.
Absolutely.
And the deflection was to, well, I don't even know if I want this car.
Yeah. So what difference does it make what I want to spend on a monthly basis?
So, what do you want your monthly payment to be? What have you budgeted for your monthly payment? What does that matter? I don't even know if I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
pivoted to away from monthly payments to out the door price OTD.
Yes.
So if we are going to talk numbers, we're not going to talk numbers about a payment. We're going to talk about an out the door price.
Yes.
Then the third thing you did is then you said, eventually we can talk about finance.
Yeah.
If I want to finance.
Yes. If I decide this is the car after we've gone through those other steps.
There were 3 incredible things that you did there. It was so natural and organic for you. And I guess that's like, if you're going to go into a dealership, rewatch that 60-second segment.
It's
That's killer.
Yeah. Well, you have to deflect and redirect. So you want to deflect from what they ask. And don't forget, salespeople are trained to deflect what you ask and redirect to where they want to be.
Yeah.
So you just have it's reverse roles here. You have to deflect and redirect the salesperson where you want him to go.
I was watching some of our recent videos and we shake the thing a lot.
I'm
so that's
sorry.
all.
I'll stop shaking.
You
Yeah.
can shake.
No. Shake your boots.
The
Okay.
next thing that
Yes.
you anticipate a lot of people are going to hear out there,
Yes.
and a lot of your salespeople were trained
Yes.
this, is
How much money are you going to put down?
so.
Yeah.
Let's run through this.
Yeah.
All right, Pops.
Yeah.
How much money are you going to put down on this vehicle?
I haven't decided yet, and I can't decide that until we've established what the actual agreed upon selling price with all the fees is going to be. And then I'll be more than happy to discuss that with the finance manager when I'm in his office, his or her office, to go over how much I want to put down, or whether I want to put money down, or where exactly I want my payments to fall. So how much I'm putting down is irrelevant at this point.
Great. So, haven't decided.
Yes.
So the way that you deflect, again, it's deflect, right? But
Yeah.
the deflection here was haven't decided. Which,
I
if
don't
you go
know.
back to
Yeah.
what we just did on
Yeah.
what you want your monthly payment to be, that was the same thing there. I haven't
Yeah.
decided if I even want this car.
Yeah, I don't know.
So now it's I haven't even decided
Yeah.
A, if I want this car again, or if I'm going to finance.
Yes.
And then 2,
Yes.
when I do decide,
Yes.
and whatever happens,
Yeah.
I need to make sure I'm comfortable with the OTD price.
Yes.
Comes back to OTD.
Yes.
And then 3, I'm not even going to have this conversation with you, Mr. or Mrs. Salesperson. I'm going to have it with that person in the other office, the finance manager.
Yes, and just so to be clear, the way I trained my salespeople to ask that question was, well, we're looking at a $50,000 vehicle. Banks typically today want somewhere between 20 and 25% down. So at 20%, that would be about $10,000. Were you planning on putting that or more down? And that way, it wasn't the salesperson asking on behalf of the dealership. It was the salesperson asking because, well, the banks are looking for somewhere between 20 and 25% down.
Deflect and redirect. Deflect the pressure and the bad guy off of me to redirect it to the bank. Yeah,
Yes.
makes point.
Yeah.
But again, goes back to your point. I don't even know if I want this car yet. If I do want this vehicle, I want to know their OTDs right,
Yes.
and I'll have this conversation with the F&I manager.
Yeah, I'll have this conversation with the appropriate person.
All right, the third question that you
Yes.
anticipate most people are going to hear
Yes.
when they're in the dealership or they're negotiating a car
Yes.
deal is,
Well, they're gonna what if you give a salesperson an objection? I would train my salespeople to just restate the objection. Other than having to talk to your wife, is there anything else that's holding you back from moving forward?
so that's the operative word. What's holding you back from moving forward?
Yes.
I'm going to hit you with it.
Okay.
What's holding you back from moving forward?
Well, I don't know that I'm 100% sold on the car. So I think I need to take a day or so and compare it to other vehicles out there. Because I am looking at some of your competitors to decide ultimately which is the right car for me. But because you've been so easy to work with and so fair with me and transparent, I promise you, if this is the brand that I decide on, if this is the car, I'm coming back to you.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What's fun about asking you these questions and then seeing how you react on the fly is, in retrospect,
Yeah.
what's keeping you from moving forward can be like so hyper specific based on whatever
Well,
the
you're
prior.
supposed to ask what the objection was.
Exactly. No. But what's
you're
interesting.
supposed to restate that objection.
What's interesting though is just in asking you that question,
Yeah.
there were 3 more tactics that you picked up on in just how you communicated back.
Yeah.
So still deflect. The first
Yeah.
thing you do is deflect.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
always deflect is what I'm learning from
Yes.
you. The other thing is you put some pressure. You flexed your muscle a little bit, which
Well.
was I'm talking to other dealerships as well. And then with that, it's almost like the spoonful of sugar with the medicine on the inside. You had to get that medicine in, but then you actually followed up with some gratitude. Like, hey, you've been really helpful. I'm a human being. You're a human being.
Yeah.
Keep being fair with me and I'll come back. So it's interesting. You had 3 different tactics right there.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
like 3 roundabout sentences that all took control of the conversation. Super cool.
Well, don't forget, as the customer, you have the ultimate power. It's your money that's being spent. Okay? So you're the one that gets to determine how much and when. And regardless of the pressure that a dealership might put on you. And salespeople are trained to keep saying things like, why? Well, why wouldn't you want to move forward? Why?
What's holding you back?
Yeah. You have to hold your ground and just say, because I'm not ready to make that decision or whatever it is. But
You know what a perfect example of this is in practice? Or how you can feel, because the word is feel confident enough to do what you just said, right?
yes.
Literally, we have live chat nowadays.
Yeah.
Just grab your phone and say, hey, I need to just text a friend real quick.
Yeah.
Or I got to call my uncle.
Yes.
And then use our live chat and talk to us and be like, is this okay for me to? And the answer is probably going to be yes. Just to have, because I empathize with a lot of people. Every time I've ever gone to do something with a car, you've been by my side. So it's really easy to have confidence.
Yes.
But if you lack that confidence to do what you just did with me,
Phone a friend.
phone a friend and then walk back in there, stick your chest out a little bit,
Yeah.
and take control.
Yes. It's all about deflection and redirection. Whether you're a salesperson answering a customer's questions or whether you're a customer answering a salesperson's questions. So you just always have to remember to deflect and redirect, and that as the customer, you still always have the ultimate power. You have the power to say yes or the power to say no. You have the power to get up and the power to go.
Just cut the video.
Yeah.
Cut the video, and right there.
What was
Bam.
that? Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. 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 Hey, Chance the Rapper. Beat that